And welcome
to another Justice video.
We finally have another Black Widow trailer to react to.
Yep, after all these years.
Yeah, dude, it's been a really long time. I think we only got like 2 trailers before this.
And it was like 9 months ago?
Yeah, I want to say one was like a teaser, and then one was more of like a theatrical trailer.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this is, really. It's probably just a regular trailer, but I don't know, maybe it's going to give us more context, because the last one, it was just kind of teasing a lot of things.
Yeah.
We got to know a few of the characters. I know that Hopper from Stranger Things is going to be in it, so I'm excited to see him. Oh, I know that the villain is going to be Taskmaster. He's pretty cool. So I know that he like copies other heroes' fighting abilities, and that's kind of his thing. So yeah, I don't know a whole lot. I'm very eager to see what we have here. I hope they didn't wait too long to put this movie out. Pull a New Mutants thing with it.
Yeah.
All right, without further ado then, let's get into it.
All right.
You don't know everything about me. I've lived a lot of lives. Before I was an Avenger. Before I got this family. I made mistakes. Choosing between what the world wants you to be. And who you are.
Wow.
We have to go back to where it all started.
Where did you think I was all this time?
We have unfinished business.
My girls are the toughest girls in the world.
Oh, is he the one that raged?
Sorry. We had our orders and we played our roles.
It wasn't real.
It was real to me. To me, you were everything.
Bring her home.
Put your seatbelts on. She's such a mom.
That was a cool little transition.
One thing's for sure. I'm done running from my past.
Oh, he's so cool. Or she. Oh, the soundtrack.
July 9th. It's a little
Premiere
over 2 months.
access. Is that going to be a...
Like a Mulan situation where
Yeah.
you pay an extra $30? I think so. I think it is, honestly.
Well, aside from that, dude, this trailer was really
Yeah,
good.
dude, it looks awesome.
It was so much more dramatic than the
Yeah.
other two. I felt like the other two were more action-packed and flashy, and it was cool and fun. But this one, it got, like, my heart.
Yeah,
You know?
for real. Like, when it cut to that moment, when they're on that cliff, I was just like, oh, I felt it. Oh my god.
And I don't know if we want to go too much into theory territory here, but there are some theories floating around about that moment. Didn't she have her PIM particle to go back home still? Because, you know, that was during the time heist that she died.
yeah.
So she would have had one PIM particle left to go back home. Some were like, what if in the middle of that fall, she went back in time? So, like, she would still die and everything, but she came back, like, during the fall. You know what I'm
feel
saying?
you.
There's people saying that this movie could have taken place during that. With a little Google check, it looks like it does take place around the time of Civil War and Infinity War, sometime in between that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be very interesting. We're gonna get some background to Natasha, like, and kind of her story, and it looks like we're gonna get to see her as a child too, and
Yeah,
when
like
she
where
grew
she
up.
came from.
Yeah, that's gonna be so interesting. I've also heard that some people are wondering if her sister in it is maybe gonna take up the mantle of Black Widow.
Interesting.
That would be
Something
really
up there.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
I mean, I love ScarJo as Black Widow, don't get me wrong. She has
Yeah.
made this character so real. But, you know, if she were to pass the mantle down, especially after her character arc has come to an end, you know, her death, and then this giving us more context to her past, I think her passing the torch might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think it could end up being cool.
And it would almost parallel like what's going on with Cap right now too, in an interesting way.
Oh, dude, that actually reminds me of something I wanted to bring up. If I'm remembering correctly, this movie was supposed to be like the first thing that came out in Phase 4, yeah, in the new Marvel phase.
Yeah.
But that WandaVision ended up being the first thing that came out. And I think that wasn't supposed to be like the second or third thing.
Yeah.
So this movie is important. You know, maybe it's just a money thing with quarantining and theaters and that kind of thing. But I think the reason that they waited is because of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think maybe there could be a point in Falcon and the Winter Soldier where it's going to tie into this. I'm hoping that it's going to have something to do with Taskmaster, actually.
I can definitely see that.
Especially with Bucky's past, you know, maybe something to do with that as well. He has a very similar past to Natasha, so maybe they cross paths at some point.
It's interesting. We see a little bit more of, is that like their dad or something?
I definitely think he's some kind of father figure.
Yeah, isn't he like the Russian Captain America?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. He seems to be like a father figure. I don't think he's going to end up being the biological father, but I definitely think he's going to be someone that she looked up to growing up. And definitely he looks like he cared about her deeply.
Yeah.
So they seem to be some kind of family, and they seem to be running away from what they originally came from, is the vibe that I'm getting from.
Yeah.
The original program that probably trained all of them and, you know, kidnapped all of these girls and trained them to be these agents. I think we're going to get a background into that, and maybe this little family broke off from them.
Yeah.
And I think Taskmaster works for them and is probably trying to get them back or get revenge on them.
Because the dude even told them, like, bring her back home,
exactly.
sort of
Yeah.
deal.
He could definitely be involved with her dark past and whatever that might be. Oh, I love that scene when they're skydiving.
That was a cool transition for the trailer too, where it starts off she's in a car accident and then it transitions over to her escaping plane wreckage midair.
Yeah.
Like, that was really interesting.
I'm wondering if that's kind of how this movie's going to play out, if it's going to go back and forth the whole movie throughout her memories and how they relate to each other.
What if this is her life flashing before her eyes moment as she's falling?
Oh, yeah, you know, I have heard that too. This movie could start with her falling and her closing her eyes and thinking about her entire life before she dies. Yeah, that would be very interesting as well. Like I said, you know, not to get too much into theory territory, but man, it would be so cool if this did have something to do with that last Pym particle.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
What if we're gonna see Zemo in this in some way?
Oh, that could be super duper interesting.
It would be.
I think it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna give a bit more of the non-US superhero world, maybe a little bit too. You know what I mean? With like Red Guardian and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely think this is gonna make the Marvel Cinematic Universe seem even bigger. I'm very excited to see Natasha's dark past and see the mistakes that she made. I'm very curious to see what she means by that. Let us know down in the comments below your thoughts and theories about this, if you're excited about it, or if you're like, man, I've been waiting too long for this.
And let us know what you think about this whole Premiere Access thing Disney is doing as well.
Let us know what you think down below.
And on that note, check us out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter at JustisBand.
I hope everyone out there has an excellent week, and until next time,
Catch you on the flip.